Who praises you looks at your status, but the one who cares for you looks at your circumstances. Hello, dear friends. You are once again heartily welcome to our YouTube channel. Friends, today's story is about Seth Ramdas. It was evening time. Seth Ramdas was returning from office as usual. While going home, his eyes always stopped at one place. There was a small child sitting there who would stretch out his hand and say, "Babuji, I am very hungry. Please give me some money." Ramdas ji's heart would melt. Sometimes he would take out 5 rupees, sometimes 1 rupee, and put it in that innocent child's hand. It was a matter of one day. That day Ramdas ji had a holiday. He had gone to the temple with his wife Savitri. But that day too, that child, whose name was Shyam, kept waiting for Ramdas ji. Afternoon passed, evening fell, but Seth ji was not seen. Disappointed, Shyam was about to leave when he saw Ramdas ji going from a distance with his wife on some other road. Shyam ran and shouted, "Babuji! Babuji!" Ramdas ji did not hear the voice, but Savitri ji looked back. A boy was trying to stop him by waving his hand. Savitri said, "Stop the car, someone is calling you." Ramdas ji immediately remembered, "Oh, today I did not give money to that child, maybe it is him." He stopped the car and took out 20 rupees from his pocket and handed it over to Shyam. Seeing this, Savitri ji said in surprise, "Why are you giving him money?" Shyam had tears in his eyes. He said in a low voice, "Madam, my name is Shyam. I am an orphan. I don't have parents. That is why I eat by begging." Savitri ji's heart melted. She took out some money from her purse, placed her hand on his head and said, "Take it, son. But remember, never beg from today onwards. Remember, begging once is equal to dying 100 times. These words touched Shyam's heart. He put the money in his pocket and started thinking and moved ahead. He must have gone a little far when he saw a handicapped man performing tricks with his feet. Despite not having both hands, he was mesmerizing people with his art. The crowd was cheering him by clapping. Another person standing with the handicapped man said to the people, "Friends, this boy was found lying in the bushes in his childhood. His parents had abandoned him as soon as he was born because he was handicapped. They thought that this innocent child would die, but they did not know that the one who saves is greater than the one who kills. This child is winning everyone's heart today by working hard." People clapped loudly. Shyam was stunned to hear this. His eyes filled with tears. He thought, "Even those who don't have hands are surviving by working hard. And God has given me healthy hands and legs, so why should I complain? God has given me the intelligence to think, legs to walk, eyes to see. So I will also work hard. From today onwards, I will never beg. I will earn my living by working hard." The same words were echoing in his ears again and again. Begging once is equal to dying 100 times. Shyam decided now he will only work hard. Immersed in this thought, he had just moved ahead when he saw there was a crowd at a tea stall. People were coming again and again to drink his tea and were praising him. Shyam stood quietly and kept watching everything, how the tea seller was making tea again and again with hard work, and how people were liking his tea. Shyam kept looking at that old tea seller for a long time that day. Finally, he himself thought, "Why should I not buy his tea and taste it? Let me see why the taste of this tea is so special." He ordered a cup of tea and carefully observed how the old man was making the tea, what he was putting in it. As soon as he took a sip of tea, a smile came on Shyam's face. "Uncle, since when have you been doing this tea business?" Shyam asked curiously. The old tea seller smiled affectionately and said, "Son, my father also used to do this business. I have learnt it from him." Shyam thought to himself, "That is why he is making tea so skillfully. But will I ever be able to make such good tea?" Gathering courage, he asked, "Uncle, can I also do this work?" The old man said, "Why not, son? You can definitely do it. But keep in mind, don't set up your cart here. My cart is very old. Customers recognize me and come here. If you want, you can set up your cart at the other end of the market." A ray of hope shone on Shyam's face. He immediately made up his mind, and the very next day he set up his cart at the other end of the market. He also made arrangements to stay there. Now Shyam's daily routine had changed. He would wake up early in the morning, take a bath, pray to God, and then start making tea. He would call out to passers-by in an innocent voice, "Come, come, make your day happy by drinking tea. What have you brought and what will you take with you? It is tea that makes the mood. Shyam's words were so sweet and innocent that no matter how hard-hearted a person was, his heart would melt, and he would definitely drink Shyam's tea. If he drank once, he would often ask for a second cup. Within a few days, Shyam's name started resonating in the market. This was on everyone's lips, Shyam Chaiwala. Meanwhile, the old tea seller, because of whom Shyam had learned this work, now started feeling sad. The number of his customers started decreasing. One day he thought, why shouldn't I also try Shyam's tea? Why have people become so crazy about his tea? He reached Shyam's stall. Shyam saw him and immediately stood up and made him sit with respect. Uncle, today you came to my shop. This is a matter of good fortune for me. Shyam made tea with his own hands and gave it to him. When the tea seller started paying him, Shyam smiled and said, No, uncle. If I take money from you, will I be called a disciple? You are the one who taught me to do this work. Does a disciple ever take money from his guru? The old tea seller became speechless after seeing Shyam's innocence. The problem that was hidden in his mind for many days started becoming a burden. His face became sad. Shyam noticed and immediately asked, What happened, uncle? Why do you look sad? The old man's eyes filled with tears. He said in a low voice, Son Shyam, how can I say this? I am afraid that your heart will break after hearing what I say. But the truth is that, ever since you have set up your cart, the number of customers at my shop has reduced. I have grown old. I don't know any other work. My house is run only by this tea. My house is nearby, so I want to set up my cart here. I thought that my shop will not be enough for you, so I sent you far away. But the opposite happened, son. After saying this, the old man was about to cry. Shyam immediately held his hands and laughingly said, Is that all? Uncle, this is a very easy problem. See, I don't have any family. I will take my cart and go to some other market. You can sell tea here without worrying. God has given me the strength to work hard. Wherever I go, people will accept me there too. The old man was speechless. Seeing Shyam's sacrifice and innocence, tears welled up in his eyes. He blessed Shyam in his mind and left the place with his head bowed in shame. The very next day, Shyam packed all his belongings and left for another city. He was feeling heavy-hearted throughout the way. He was thinking, I wish I had parents today. I had someone of my own, to whom I could say that this is my family. But alas, I am all alone. Tears started flowing from his eyes, but the very next moment he controlled himself and said to himself, No, I do not have to lose courage. One day I will definitely change this time. I have faith in God. I will work hard. I will move forward. He wiped his tears, took a deep breath, and started walking towards the city. He quietly said to himself, Now you should be very happy, uncle. Your customers will not come to me anymore. After reaching the new city, Shyam again took the name of God, and after decorating his cart started working. His innocent call echoed again. Come, come, make your day happy by drinking tea. What have you brought and what will you take with you? Tea is the only thing that can set the mood right. His innocent words touched people's hearts. Passers-by would stop and think, Hey, I have to drink just one cup of tea. If we drink it here, this innocent will also be blessed. Slowly, the name of Shyam's tea started resonating there as well. People started coming to his cart, not only for tea, but also for his sweet talks. Within a few months, the situation changed. Now people from big and rich families started inviting Shyam Chaiwala to their small programs and parties. Shyam's hard work was paying off. After 7-8 months of hard work, he bought a small flat in the city. Slowly, he built a shop downstairs and a house for himself upstairs. Time passed, and soon Shyam's 2-story building became a 3-story building. Now his name started resonating far and wide. People would say, Look there. That is the same Shyam Chaiwala, who gave up begging and changed his faith through hard work. Soon proposals started coming for him from well-off families. Shyam saw a well-mannered, cultured girl and got married. Now he too had his own family, which he had dreamt of years ago. On the other hand, Seth Ramdas and his wife Savitri had also grown old. They educated both their sons, made them capable, and also got them married. Both the sons had now settled in other cities. With the passage of time, they too had children, grandsons and granddaughters. Savitri would go to meet her grandchildren whenever she wanted. But the condition of the sons and daughters-in-law was such that they would never come to meet their parents even on festivals. Ramdas ji would convince himself, let the children live freely. But Savitri's heart yearned for her grandchildren. Sometimes her daughters-in-law would even insult her, but Savitri would say laughingly, "Why should I feel bad if my own people say so? I get a glimpse of my grandchildren, that is enough." Ramdas ji would look at her in surprise and think, those who taught others the lesson of self-respect are now tolerating so much for their grandchildren. People say the truth interest is dearer than the principle. One day, suddenly both the daughters-in-law came to their father crying. They said, "Father, our business has suffered a huge loss. If you give us your retirement money, it will be a great favor. And now both of you have grown old. You also need to live with your son, daughter-in-law and grandchildren. So from today onwards, both of you stay with us." Ramdas ji was understanding everything after listening to his son and daughter-in-law. She thought, the children who never respected us in their house till date are talking in such sweet words about keeping us with them. There must be some selfish motive behind this. But Savitri ji could not understand the cunningness of her sons due to her innocence and motherhood. She said enthusiastically, "Look, the children are right. Now that we have grown old, we will have to live with our children, if not today, then tomorrow. When we have to go tomorrow, why not go today itself? And then our sons have the right over our money. Whether we give it to them now or later, what difference does it make?" Ramdas ji kept trying to understand everything with a heavy heart, but seeing his wife's insistence, he agreed. Finally, he divided all his retirement money equally between the two sons. Both the sons became very happy. The very next day morning, the elder son came out with a bag along with his wife and children. Savitri ji said in surprise, "Hey son, what are you doing? Are you going somewhere?" The son said, "Yes mother, I got a call from a dealer last night. If I don't meet him today, my deal will be cancelled. That is why I have to leave now." Meanwhile, the younger son also took his bag and went out with his wife and the children. Savitri ji was shocked. "Son, do you also have to go somewhere? Do you also have to meet a dealer?" The younger son said softly, "No mother. The fact is that there was a discussion about my office partnership. I just got a call from my boss. He said that if I don't bring the business money today itself, he will remove me from the partnership. That is why I also have to go immediately." Savitri ji said anxiously, "All this is fine, but who will take us? Have you people thought about this?" Both the brothers started looking at each other. Then the elder son said, "Hey mother, why do you worry? We will come to pick you up. And you people don't live in a rented house. Live happily. As soon as we get time, we will come and take you." Savitri ji said innocently, "Son, we all were in the same house. If you had told us at night, we would have agreed to come with you." The younger son immediately said, "No mother, we thought you all would be sleeping. It was late at night, so we did not think it right to wake you up." "No problem. In the meantime, you can meet your friends and pack your stuff too, so that we do not have to come to the village again and again." Saying this, both the son and daughter-in-law touched the mother's feet and went out. Savitri ji was overwhelmed and kept blessing them. "My children have become so intelligent. May God keep them happy." On the other hand, Ramdas ji was sleeping at that time. When he woke up, the house seemed deserted. He called out, "Savitri! Savitri!" Savitri ji brought hot water. Ramdas ji asked, "Hey, why does the house seem so empty? Where are the children?" Savitri ji said with a light smile, "Yes, both the son and daughter-in-law left with their children. They had some urgent work. While leaving, they said that please apologize to father on our behalf. See how sensible our children have become." Ramdas ji fell into deep thought after hearing this. His eyes became moist. "My wife is so innocent. She does not understand the greed and selfishness of her sons. But why should I break her illusion? Why should I hurt her heart? It is better that she remains happy." Deep inside, Ramdas ji had understood the cunningness of his sons. He knew that the sons had come only to take money, and as soon as they got the money, they did not care about their parents. Days, weeks and months passed like this. One day suddenly, Ramdas ji fell down the stairs of his own house. As soon as he fell, he felt a sharp pain in his waist. He lay on the ground groaning with pain. Savitri ji ran in panic and with the help of the neighbors took him to the nearest hospital. After examining him, the doctor said in a serious voice, "His waist bone has fractured. An operation will have to be done immediately, otherwise the condition may worsen. If there is a delay, he may never be able to stand on his feet." As soon as Savitriji heard the doctor's words, she was shocked. Her legs started trembling. Tears started flowing from her eyes. She mumbled, "Oh God, what should I do now?" She deposited all the money she had. But this amount was not enough for the treatment. Helplessly, she told everything to her friend. The friend said, "Oh Savitri, it has been 2 months now since you gave the money to your sons. By then they must have earned a lot. Why don't you ask them for help? After all, it is father's treatment." Hearing her friend, Savitriji got hope. She immediately called her elder son. Crying, she told him everything. The son said in a cold voice, "Mother, don't worry, but I don't have money right now. Whatever father had given, everything has been spent. If the younger brother has anything, then talk to him. I will call after 2-4 days." Saying this, he hung up the phone. Savitriji was stunned. Tears started flowing from her eyes. She thought, "Are these my wise sons? The ones whom I trusted are giving such answers today?" Still, she mustered up the courage and called her younger son. She told him everything while crying. The younger son laughed and said, "Oh, mother, do you think money stays anywhere? Money comes and goes. This is business. I have invested all my money. Now from where are you suddenly asking for money? Don't expect anything from me." Saying this, he also disconnected the phone. Savitriji was devastated. The sons for whom she had sacrificed everything were turning their back on her today. She started crying profusely, but still wiping her tears, she said, "No, I don't want to give up. I have to save my Ramdas." She sold all her ornaments and jewelry and started her husband's treatment. Meanwhile, some relatives came to meet her. When Savitriji told her story, the relatives were filled with anger. She called both the sons and said in a strict tone, "Aren't you ashamed? Parents raise their children for this day? They make them capable so that they can be their support in old age? You both have usurped the retirement money, and now you are refusing to help? Take your father with you immediately, otherwise we will have to take another route." On hearing the relatives' threats, the elder son reluctantly took his parents to his home. Ramdas ji was admitted to a good hospital. But the fees and the cost of medicines there were very high. The elder son could not bear it even for 5 days. One day in anger, he clearly said, "Mother, I cannot bear the expenses of father alone. The treatment is very expensive. Ask your younger brother to help too." Savitriji said lovingly, "Son, you are right. Talk to the younger one. After all, father had given him equal amount of money too." On hearing this, the son burst out in anger. He screamed and said, "Enough! Ma, just because you people gave me some money, you keep showing favor to us. You already made me get insulted in front of my relatives, and now you keep taunting me every day. How much money do you want? Tell me, I will give it right now. But listen, never come to my house after today, and don't even show your face to me." Saying this, he angrily slammed the door and went out. Poor Savitriji was stunned. Tears were not stopping from her eyes, but she suppressed her sorrow. Quickly, she finished the household work, packed food for her husband in a tiffin, and with a heavy heart left for the hospital. On reaching the hospital, Savitriji fed Ramdas ji with her own hands. Just then the nurse came and said, "Madam, Dr. Sahab was calling you. You were not here, so he waited." Savitriji reached the doctor's room in a panic. The doctor said in a serious tone, "Ramdas ji needs an operation. The cost will be around 1 lakh rupees. If there is any delay, it will be difficult for him to walk again. Ask 1 lakh. On hearing this, Savitriji felt as if the earth was spinning. Her head started spinning. Tears started flowing from her eyes. She muttered to herself, "I wish we had not given all the money to both our sons. Then this situation would not have happened today. It is all my fault. I repeatedly asked my husband to give money to the children. The love for my son blindfolded me. And today I am facing the consequences of that." She composed herself and told the doctor, "Sir, I will arrange the money and let you know." The doctor said in a stern tone, "Look, the sooner we arrange the money, the better it will be." Now the biggest question before Savitriji was where to get the money from. She knew very well what the result of asking for help from her sons would be. But still, She mustered up courage and called her younger son again and again, but there was no response from there. Maybe if I tell him face to face, he will agree. Thinking this, Savitri reached her son's house, but there was a lock hanging there. She asked the neighbor, "Where is my son?" The neighbor surprised her and said, "Hey sister, he has sold this house. He has bought a house somewhere else. I don't know the new address." Hearing this, Savitri's heart sank. She started returning to the hospital with heavy steps. Sometimes she would run, sometimes she would stumble, as if she had lost consciousness. Suddenly, a car hit her. People ran and gave her water to drink. Thankfully, there was no serious injury. The police caught the car driver. When Savitri saw the owner of the car, she was stunned it was her younger son. On seeing Savitri, the son changed like a chameleon. He said, "Hey mother, you here? How is father? I was just going to the hospital to meet both of you." The mother's heart melted. Tears flowed. She said in a trembling voice, "Yes, son, come quickly. Your father is missing you." The policeman looked at the son with suspicious eyes and said, "Hey, tell me the truth. Did you throw your mother out of the house? Why are you in the car and she is wandering on the road?" The son was shocked, but before the truth could be revealed, Savitri immediately took over the situation. "No, sir. I had gone to the temple to pray for my husband's safety. The son was really going to his father. This accident happened in a hurry." The policeman warned the son, "Listen, if you trouble your parents, you will be sent straight to jail." The son got scared and quietly took his mother to the hospital. When she reached the hospital, she saw that Ramdas had already been taken to the operation theatre. Savitri went to the counter crying and asked about the fees. The receptionist said smilingly, "Madam, the fees have been paid. Rs 10,000 has also been deposited for the medicines and pills." Savitri was surprised. "Who paid it?" The receptionist said, "A man had come. His name was Sham. He said that he is depositing the money in advance so that there is no shortage of money." Hearing this, Savitri's eyes welled up with tears. Her lips trembled and she muttered, "Oh God, my blood has turned its back on me. But the one whom we considered nothing of our own is standing in front of us today as a true son." Ramdas and Savitri left their son's house quietly at night after feeling insulted. Both had tears in their eyes and a lot of pain in their hearts. It became morning while they were walking. Exhausted by hunger and fatigue, they stopped at a small tea stall. They sat there and had tea, and after a while started moving towards the bus stand to return to the village. Savitri said while crying, "Look, the sons whom we raised by giving our hard-earned money are today insulting us like beggars. I wish we had never pampered them so much." Ramdas wiped his tears and said with a heavy heart, "Yes, Savitri, it was our mistake. We did not want to see the truth in the love of our loved ones. Now at this age, it is better for us to go to some quiet village and live a life of anonymity rather than live with insults." Both of them were moving forward with tired steps when suddenly a shiny car stopped on the road. A middle-aged man got out of the car and started looking at them carefully. He stopped, his eyes filled with tears. Suddenly he called out loudly, "Babuji, Babuji!" This voice seemed familiar to Ramdas. He looked back and saw a well-dressed, cultured man running towards him. The man fell straight at his feet and said while crying bitterly, "Babuji Amma, you people could not recognize me? I am Shyam, the same Shyam who used to fill his stomach by begging at your door." Ramdas widened his eyes. He said in a voice full of surprise and disbelief, "Shyam? What? Are you the same Shyam?" Shyam held his feet and said, "Yes, Babuji, it is me. Your roti and your blessings have brought me to this position. When the world rejected me, you adopted me. Today, if I am the owner of a 3-story house, car, bungalow, everything, then it is only because of your blessings." Savitri started crying and said in a trembling voice, "Son, our own blood has rejected us, but you still recognize us." Shyam immediately hugged both of them and said in a firm voice, "Amma Babuji, now all your responsibilities are mine. From today you are my parents. Now you will neither be alone nor insulted." Shyam folded his hands and said, "Babuji, I am your Shyam. You did not recognize your Shyam? And Amma, you yourself had forbidden me from begging, right? Still you could not recognize me today. Amma, if I have become a capable person today, it is only because of your blessings." Come on, Babuji. Now your son Sham will feed you with his hard-earned money. There is not a single rupee of begging in it. Rather, Ammaji, I have reached this position today only because of the business started with the Rs 500 given by you. Those Rs 500 became a blessing for me, and today the same interest will become the support of your old age. Shyam again asked very affectionately, But Babuji Amma, how did you both come here in this condition? Ramdas ji and Savitri ji's eyes filled with tears. They told their whole story in a trembling voice, how the sons betrayed them, how the daughter-in-law insulted them, and how they had to leave the house after being insulted. Shyam burst into tears after hearing all this. His eyes were moist. He said, Amma Babuji, now you don't need to worry even for a moment. Come with me, come to my house. Now you can live with me without any worries. Your son's house is yours. Tears rolled down the eyes of Ramdas ji and Savitri ji. They got emotional and left with Shyam. Shyam's house was no less than a palace, a magnificent 3-story building, where there was an atmosphere of respect and love. On reaching there, the eyes of both the couple lit up. Shyam told proudly, Babuji, I paid the bill for your operation in the hospital. I had gone there with my wife for some work that day. Then I came to know that you were not able to get treatment due to lack of money. I waited for you, but you did not come. When I went again, you people had left from there. Since then I was searching for you. Now Ramdas ji and Savitri ji started living in Shyam's house. There they got respect, love and service. Shyam also got the love from his parents which he had been craving for years. On the other hand, Ramdas ji's eldest son became bedridden after suffering from cancer. The younger son drowned in alcohol after facing losses in business. His wife and children left him and went to their maternal home. Both the sons now started wandering from door to door. They had neither money nor support. It is rightly said, a person reaps the fruit as he sows. If you sow acacia seed, how can you get mangoes? The life of one who serves his parents is full of happiness, and the life of one who disrespects them is filled with curses. So friends, remember, parents are the living form of God on this earth. Even if you forget to offer a pot of water to God, you can be forgiven. But the peace that comes from serving parents cannot be got from any worship. Do good deeds, respect your parents. Only then will your future be bright, and life will get the right direction. Dear friends, if this message has touched your heart, please like this video, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your every like and share gives us energy to bring more inspirational stories. While walking, you also say, Jai Shri Narayan.